Hey, speaking of pow-pows, you know who got a pow-pow? Dea's former team.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Here's what's funny about it. We had to cut like 10 minutes out of the episode, right? Because we shot it last week. We put it out on Tuesday. We did a whole thing on the Cowboys winning, how great the quarterback had played, the fact that he had the Ravens in the AFC. Who do we pick out of Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott? Who would win the Super Bowl? And he was great on it, like NFL analyst, great on it.
Locked
and
in.
chop that. But we get here to say, do you feel vindicated in your thoughts that Dak Prescott could not win a Super Bowl?
He's never going to. He's not going to. He's not made that way. There's certain people. Dak is never going to carry a team to the Super Bowl. And that was the point I was making. We've seen 12-win seasons out of Dak. We've seen that.
36 wins. They have the most regular season wins in the last 3 years.
You're going to get to the playoffs, and you're going to put up 7, 19, 12 points. And I think that's what they put up over the last 3 years. And they're not going to do it offensively. Overall, and I see a lot of people talking about the Dallas Cowboys franchise, where what Jerry Jones has to do, a lot of people jumped on that. Could Bill Belichick be there? I don't think Mike McCarthy's the guy. I don't know how y'all feel about that. But what's the answer to Dallas? I do not think Dak is the answer to Dallas, and that's why I got so much criticism 3-4 months ago, and you saw it. Dak is not that person that's going to take a team to the Super Bowl. I really feel that way. I honestly hope Dak proves me wrong, but I would bet money he doesn't.
Fred?
I remember when we had to call HR to tell HR about HR for making certain comments? It seems like you were right. But never is a strong word. I put never in the hate category. I don't like to say I hate, and I don't like to really say never. You know, Dak did prove you.
You know what I hate?
Wait.
The fact that the Dallas Cowboys never played in the playoffs like they played in the regular season.
That is so
Don't
true
say never,
now,
because
man.
Fred's going to get mad at you.
But not never, because you got to go back to the 90s. So of recent years, maybe you can say that. But never, that's still not accurate, and it's not true. We can actually go and find research that will make that comment invalid.
Are you talking about when they were beating Jim Kelly?
I'm talking about.
Fred, you're
he
talking
said
about
never.
Jim Kelly?
That never falls into that window. Yes. I don't
Bro,
know.
that's Jim Kelly's 172.
Who cares? Never is never. Right or
Fred,
wrong? I'm just trying to prove that.
America's
Fred,
team.
you are correct.
That's
it's
all
not
I
like
know.
if we're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars saying they've never won a Super Bowl.
Well, you are correct about that.
There you go.
And they have not been around as long as, let's say, the Pittsburgh Steelers or even the fucking garbage-ass Miami Dolphins.
Now you gonna get mad at me
I'm
about
just-
the dog.
no,
Now
that's
you wanna
just
get
me
mad
being
at me.
sensitive.
You wanna be mad at me.
Y'all talking about my team. I got to defend my guys.
I'm gonna
But
call Larry Zonka
the
to come
bottom
whoop your
fell
ass.
out.
How about Larry Zonka whoop your ass?
The bottom fell out, but let me make my point. Until Dak can show me otherwise or the Cowboys can show me otherwise, I got to feel kind of like y'all feel. And that's so strong for me, man, because I root for Dak. You know, I don't really care about the Cowboys winning it, but I root for Dak because I'm more of an optimistic person and I love an underdog story. And I want Dak to go out there and prove people wrong. And he had hit a stride where we thought, okay, this was it. So my expectations for Dallas was different than previous years because we saw Dak doing things that he hadn't done in previous years, even in the regular season. And then we get to the postseason, and it's the same Cowboys, it was the same Dak, and it's tough to really kind of fight for that. But I ain't gonna say never. That's my take. That's my point. I'm never gonna say.
I don't think when it comes to Dak and the Cowboys, you could say never, but you can definitely say more than likely. In the sense that more than likely, this is what you're going to get because this has been our experience. You go back to Dak's rookie year, obviously a team that wins 13 games. You know, you fall flat then. 2019, his numbers were better than this year. 2021, I believe his numbers were better, again, better than this year as well. Here is my thought on Dak, because I, like you, Fred, root for him, right? I've, and many times, gone to bat for the person through the sorts of adversities Dak has gone through with his mother, the sorts of adversities losing a brother, and continuing to push through that and be the humanitarian, the human that he is. Dak Prescott, the football player, will never trick me again. I let him fool me throughout the regular season, and I said he was different because I felt it was the leadership. I watched him change who he was both publicly and on the field after the San Francisco 49ers game, the way that he addressed the media, the way that he took accountability for his team. Those are the things you want from a leader. Those are the things you want from a captain. And I think the other thing Dak did was fooled himself.
How you say that?
Yeah.
See, what happened to us in Pittsburgh was, just to get off the subject for a second, we stopped enjoying the little things because we were champions. We had experienced so much success. And Coach Tomlin would put plays on film on Wednesday, and Debo would make a great play. Troy would make a great play. Kiesel, me, Ike, whoever it was, and we wouldn't celebrate because it got so routine. And for us, the North Star was always the Super Bowl. So it was hard to enjoy the moments that led up to it because those were expected. See, for Dak and the Cowboys, those aren't expected because Dak, this is new for you, right? You haven't played in a way where people actually believe. And so to me, it started to border on the line of arrogance, entitlement. You win the NFC East, the reporter asks you, where's the hat? And you like, I'm thinking about bigger things. I want bigger things. We all do, right? But it's you earn that and you can wear the hat. And it should be applauded that other people are wearing the hat. It should be noted that you guys had this accomplishment because without this accomplishment, it's hard to get the next accomplishment, right? It's hard to get that stair step. And I feel like he put himself there. He put the team there. They got the feeling of being there before they were there because they've never been there. And when I hear Jerry Jones say, I'm amazed that we're here, it tells me that all throughout that building, they felt like losing was an impossibility, which we all know when you start to feel like losing is an impossibility and you aren't preparing in a way where you're expected to get punched in the mouth. See, it's a difference, right? Think about if me and you squaring up, I know we got an issue, I know we got beef, right? And you punch me. I'm expecting that. I'm waiting on it. I'm ready for a reaction. I'm ready to block it. I'm ready to move. If I'm just walking down the street and I think we cool, and for some reason you got beef with me and you haul off and steal on me, it affects me in an entirely different way.
Yeah.
It was like they got stole on. It was like nobody told them it was a fight because to them,
and they grabbed their pearls.
right, you know, and like they never rebounded. And so now, like, how do you ever believe in them again? There's nothing. I won't analyze Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys again during his tenure through the first 18 weeks of the season. I don't care what they do. They can win all 17
17-1.
They can win all 17 games.
16-1, whatever it is.
Yep.
Some dudes think they can do it and some dudes can't.